everyone. We'll be starting in next 2 minutes. Let people are still joining in, so let's just give them some time to join in. Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's webinar. I am Srishti, and I'll be your host for this session. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. We are absolutely delighted to have you here with us today. Today's session is centered around a very relevant and powerful theme: unlocking AI potential, real skills for real world impact. As AI continues to move beyond theory into real business applications, the focus is shifting towards practical skills that drive measurable impact. This webinar is brought to you by AI Certs and Mtechnix. AI Certs is a leading global provider of role-based AI certifications, helping professionals and organizations build real, applicable AI capabilities across functions. We are proud to have this session partnered with Mtechnix, and I would like to call Mr. Faiz Azhar, the business manager at Mtechnix, to let us know a bit about the organization, their mission, and their work in the industry. Faiz, over to you. Faiz, can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Is it my turn?
Yeah, please.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Speaker. So, let me share my screen. All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good afternoon. Or good evening. My name is Faiz, a business manager from Mtechnix, and we are located here in Plaza Central. We are a cybersecurity and engineering service company, and today we are partnering with AI Search from training provider for AI. So we are partnering with AI Search today to do a webinar and to give you all some exposure to one of our offering in our upcoming training. Alright, so for me, my name is Faiz and I'm from Mtechnix, and from my side, right. So located in, as I mentioned before, in Plaza Central, and this is our key stakeholder, which consists of our clients and also partners. So we have a lot of trusted and established clients and also partners. As you can see, Petronas, Shell, Cybertronium, Cloudinet, our past clients, and also we have a lot of partnership. So if you can see, one of our partners is AI Search, which is the one that we are currently working with on this particular webinar. So as I mentioned before too, we are providing services, consultancy, engineering service, certification. We also help our clients to gain certification in ISO certifications, and also pertaining to our collaboration today with AI Search, which is one of our latest offering in training. So currently we are still in early stage of training, collaboration and also preparation. So as you can see here, we are planning to have a cybersecurity, digital transformation, process safety. This is our expertise, and we are currently working on to providing and preparing the training material, and also we'll be offering all of this training in the near future. But currently we are focusing on AI which is that's why we collaborating and partnership with AI Search. And also we are Petronas license approved under Petronas, and this is our services in engineering. So we have a feed, that detailed design for oil and gas, electrical, HSE, rotary machine, and also we do specialize in leading studies, as you can see, and then also a little bit of in terms of safety. And our main expertise is actually OT cybersecurity or operation cybersecurity, also asset management, and also technical safety in study for hazard, fire explosion, and also in alarm management. Okay, this is our detailed case. So I won't be going detail on this, but this is basically the cycle and also the expertise that we have in cybersecurity. If any of you guys are interested, or your company are currently looking for cybersecurity expertise or services, You can guess after this and sorry. Okay, this is our training and workforce development. So this is the detailed version of the training expertise that we are currently preparing to provide our clients lah. Okay, so this is list of our strategic partners. We have sorry, someone talking.
Yeah, fine. Thank you so much for this, I think, good introduction of the Mtechnix. And then we can bring back our all client to just a basic understanding of our AI. So what is AI? What is their common challenges? What is the AI is adding value to the common people in every profession? So AI is, I think, a good part to learn. So we can invite our trainer or Priyanka, you are one of the our team lead. So, Priyanka, can you put some more light on this one?
Thank you so much, Madan. So, good afternoon and good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's webinar. Let me quickly share my screen. All right. So, I hope you all are doing great and are as excited as I am for this session. On behalf of AI Certs and Mtechnix, I would like to thank each one of you for taking the time to join us today. So, as you can see, today's session is titled Unlocking AI Potential Skills for Real World Impact. And trust me, this is going to be a highly insightful and practical session, especially in today's fast evolving tech world where artificial intelligence, is no longer just a buzzword. It's like transforming industries, redefining careers, and creating opportunities like never before. But the real question is what skills, right? What skills do you actually need to succeed in this AI driven world? And that's exactly what we are going to explore today. So I am Priyanka Verma. I'm a technical trainer at AI Cert. I will be guiding you through this journey, right? So before we begin, just a quick note. Feel free to drop your questions in the chat during the session. We will try to address them in the Q&A segment at the end. So without any further delay, let's get started. Thank you so much, everyone. So let me start with a simple question. I would like to ask my audience here, like how many of you feel that, what you learn doesn't always match real world job requirement? So please go ahead and put it on the chat, right? So we are talking about the gap. We are going to talk about the gap that we are facing today. So today's focus is skill for real world impact, not just learning theory, but building skills that actually make you job ready and industry relevant. Now, let me give you a quick example. Imagine there are two candidates, like one has certificates and the other has hands-on skill plus real project experience. So tell me, who do you think gets hired faster? Right, the one has certificate or the one has hands-on skills plus real project experience? So obviously the second one. And that's exactly, where real world skills come into play. All right. So let us start. So before we start, let me just give you a quick webinar. So now that we understand why real world skill matters, let's quickly look at what we are going to gain from this session. And by the end of this webinar, you won't just have information, you will have like clarity, you'll have direction and actionable insights. So before I reveal everything, you can always let me know over the chat, what are you expecting from this session? That will be really, really helpful. Like if you want to learn new skills, career guidance, or hands-on knowledge. So please go ahead and drop it in the chat. Now, let me walk you through our session objectives. First, we'll understand what the industry actually expects from you. Because, there is like a big difference between what we study and what companies need. Second, we will identify, the gap between your current skills and required skills. It's like checking where you are on the map before starting a journey. And then I'm going to explore important domains like AI, like machine learning, just a brief idea about it. And we'll see how these skills are actually, used in real life scenarios. So it will not be a theory overload, only practical understanding. And we'll also talk about the importance of, hands-on learning. I'm sure like many of you prefer learning by doing instead of just watching, right? So my goal is to give you a clear roadmap on how to start and grow in this field. There will be no confusion, no random learning, a proper path, right? So finally, we can discuss opportunities, how to move forward and how to actually apply what you learn, right? So in simple words, by the end of the session, you will know what to learn, why to learn and how to apply it in real life. All right, so let's get ahead. Okay, so now let's talk about something that is changing everything around us, and that is nothing but artificial intelligence. Right. Be honest. Tell me over on the chat, like how many of you have used AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, or any AI app recently? Let me know. I think almost everyone, right? And that's how fast AI has entered our daily life. So AI is not the future anymore. It's already the present. Like from students to professionals to companies, everyone is adopting AI, right? So you can see, let's start with the first impact, that is productivity leap. So AI helps you do things faster, smarter, with less effort. So let me give you some real world example. Like now you can write code with AI. Now you can generate reports in second. You can automate your repetitive task. You can debug faster than ever. Right. Like if a task takes 2 hours manually, and AI helps you to do it in 20 minutes. So of course you're going to use it. And exactly that's the productivity leap we are talking about. People who use AI, they are not replacing others. They are outperforming others. Now comes the second important part here, market relevance. In today's job market, companies expect AI awareness. Skills are like evolving rapidly. Traditional roles are transforming. Earlier, if I talk about, you just needed coding skills, but now you need coding, right? Now you need AI tools plus automation mindset. This is what is expected today. Do you think companies prefer someone who knows AI or someone who doesn't, right? So if you're not learning AI, you are slowly becoming irrelevant in the market. So AI gives you two major advantage, right? You become more productive and more valuable in the market, right? So we can say AI is not replacing jobs. It is replacing people who don't adapt. Right. Now, so we just talked about how AI is transforming industries. But here's the interesting point, right? AI is not just in companies. It's already part of your everyday life. Think about how many of you interacted with AI today, even, without even realizing it, right? So let me prove it to you. So you see, when you unlock your phone using face recognition, that's nothing but AI, right? When you watch Netflix, YouTube, or Instagram, and it suggests you content, it gives you a recommendation that you can watch next. So that's AI working behind the scenes. Or maybe when you type something in Google and it predicts your query, again, AI. Maybe when Gmail suggests replies like, yes, sure, got it. So basically, AI is helping you communicate faster. And if you're into tech, when you can say when tools help you write code, debug errors, or generate solution, that's AI boosting your productivity. Right? So this is not the future anymore, it's a present. AI is not replacing human. We can say it is working alongside humans. So the goal is not to compete with AI, it is to collaborate with AI. Right. Now you can see we are already using AI, even if you don't realize it before. Right. So the real question is, are you using AI, or are you, that's not the real question. I would say, are you using it effectively? That's what is the real question. Right. So now that we understand AI is like everywhere around us, now let us understand how you can leverage AI skills for your career and for growth. Right. So now that we have seen how AI is a part of our daily life, so let's go one level deeper and understand what's actually happening behind the scene. Because once you understand this, everything about AI will start making sense. And don't worry, I will keep this super simple, no heavy technical jargon. Right. So by the end of this, you will clearly understand how, what AI really is, how machine learning actually works, and why deep learning is so powerful. All right. And most importantly, you will be able to explain this to someone else. Right. So let me start with a quick question, everyone. Tell me, how many of you have heard this term, but you felt confused? Let me know over the chat. Right. And that's why we are, we are here to make you understand this. Right. So let's start with a big umbrella concept, that is artificial intelligence. So as I mentioned, AI is basically, machine behaving like humans. Like humans. So when I say behaving like humans, I mean machine that can think, that can analyze data, that can decide, it can choose best option, it can solve problems like us, right? So let's connect this to real life. Like in Google Map, you can find faster route. Chatbots answer customer queries. Spam filters, they detect any unwanted emails. Right? Autocorrect, it fixes your typing mistake. So all of this comes under AI. So AI is the goal, making machines as intelligent as humans. Now, inside AI, we have something more powerful, and that is machine learning. Machine learning means machine learns from data instead of being explicitly programmed. Earlier programming was like this. If this happens, do this, right? This is how we used to program earlier. But now we give data and the machine learn patterns itself, right? Uh, let's talk about spam email detection. Earlier, you need to manually define rules to detect spam email. But now, what we can do is we can feed thousands of emails and machine learns pattern and automatically detect spam. Right. Everyday example, like if I talk about Netflix recommendation, Amazon suggestion, YouTube videos, banking fraud detection, everything is now, it's happening because of machine learning. Right. Think of it like learning cricket. If you watch 100 matches, you start predicting outcomes. And that's exactly how machine learning works. Right. So AI tell machines what to do, and machine learning helps them learn, how to do it. And now the most advanced part is deep learning. So this is a type of machine learning that uses neural networks which are inspired by the human brain. Okay, so imagine a system that can process information in layers, just like our brain processes information step by step. Right. So when your phone doesn't just see your face, it analyzes eyes, distance between features, patterns. Now, if I talk about voice assistants like Siri, Alexa, they understand voice, they interpret meaning, and they respond intelligently. Right. So they detect in real times. Right. So there are like self-driving cars which detects in real time, like talking about roads, pedestrian, traffic signals. So they understand language, right? They understand your context and they generate human-like responses similar to our ChatGPT. So that's all because of deep learning only. It allows machine to handle any complex human-like thinking task, right? So AI is the big concept. ML is like learning from data, and DL is deep complex learning. All deep learning is machine learning, and all machine learning is AI. All right. Now let me tell you a quick story. Okay. Imagine there are two people sitting in a cafe. So one is a human waiter and the other is robot. And both are taking orders, both are responding and both are helping customers. Now here's the question. What makes the robot behave like a human? Is it magic? Is it coding or something more powerful? And that's exactly what we call artificial intelligence. It's the idea of making machines think and act like humans. All right. Now let us move towards workflow efficiency and automation. Right. So we can see that now with AI, we can perform intelligent scheduling, automated note taking, email triage. So before I move forward, let me show you something here. Okay. Let me show you something very informative because we talked about machine learning. Let's see what a machine learning could do. Now let's imagine something simple. When you look at a person's face, you can usually tell whether they are happy or sad within seconds. But here's the real question. Can a machine do the same? Can a machine learning model accurately distinguish between two facial expressions like happy and sad using images that are captured from a webcam or uploaded files? So at first glance, it sounds easy. But think about it, faces are complex, lighting changes, camera angles vary, people express emotions differently. Some smiles are subtle, some are exaggerated. So how does a machine learn to recognize those differences? So let us see. So let me get started here. So there's an image project that I'm going to show you. I need to close my camera here so that I can access the camera here. All right. So let's see how machine learning model analyze visual patterns in image data. So the model doesn't see emotions the way human do. It detects pattern. It detects the curvature of the lips, position of eyebrows, wrinkles near the eyes, pixel intensity. It learns something from labeled example. Like let's say this image is nothing but happy. And then this image is nothing but sad. Over time, it tries to identify patterns that separate these two categories, right? So I have already created two classes here, and now I'm going to add some training data. So I'm going to train the model to distinguish between two categories. Okay, so I'm going to add some data to the samples. So, all right. So some samples I'm adding here. So this is for happy faces. So I'm telling the machine learning that, okay, recognize happy faces. Now I'm going to add some sad faces here. All right. So I'm just giving data set for machine learning so that, I can train the model here. All right. So data set is very important here. So now I'm training the model. So preparing some training data. All right. Now you see, automatically it started detecting new faces. So when I'm smiling, it says, okay, it's a happy face. When I'm sad, it says, okay, it's a sad face. So it is automatically starting detecting your, emotions. So this is what a machine learning could do. All right. I hope you find this demo useful. All right. So the more data set you give to the machine, the more accurate prediction it can do. So this is just to show you how useful machine learning is. Now, all right. So now we understand what AI is, machine learning is, and deep learning is. Let's lean slightly forward. Why does all of this actually matter? Now, how many of you feel your day is full of repetitive work? Like same task, same emails, same processes, right? And that's where AI changes everything. All right. So the core idea is efficiency, right? So efficiency means you are doing the same work in less time with better result. Imagine, you need to write a report. So manually it could take 2 hours, but with AI it can take 20 minutes. So that's not just faster, right? That's a 10 times productivity boost. So if you're writing emails, if you're generating code, if you're creating presentations, data analysis, AI doesn't remove your work. It accelerates your work. And AI doesn't make you lazy. It makes you powerful. Now I can see automated note taking. This is one of the most big advantage. Automation means letting machine handles repetitive tasks so you can focus on important work, right? So you can see we can do email automation, right? Automatic replies, shorting emails, then, intelligent scheduling, AI assistants like Reclaim or Clockwise, it can optimize your calendar to find deep work time. Automated note taking. So there are tools like Otter.ai or Fireflies.ai, which helps you to join your meetings and transcribes in real time and draft summaries. All right. So be it for business, starting from invoice generation, data entry, there are scripts handling system tasks automatically. If I talk about order processing without human intervention, right? So AI, these tasks don't need human creativity. AI can handle them. So we don't spend time on tasks a machine can do, right? So, if I can say, let's take a simple example, a student preparing for exam. So without AI, they need to create note manually. They need to search everything. It can take hours. But with AI, we can have a summarized note. We can have instant explanation, practice question generated instantly, right? So this is what is an advantage of AI nowadays. Okay. So now let's see what tools we have. Now we understand how AI improves efficiency and automation, how you can start building the skills step by step. Okay. So there are tools like Midjourney or Dell E. Okay, so basically, I'll show you how AI can do in seconds what normally takes a lot of time. Right? Let's say I want to understand a topic. Okay, so I can just simply go ahead. I can start my ChatGPT here. So let it quickly load. Right. So I can start my ChatGPT here, and let's say I want to understand a topic. So I'll write explain machine learning in simple terms with examples. So that's my prompt here. All right. So after this prompt is executed, you'll get a clear explanation, structured content, and ready to use. So this would normally take, 20 to 30 minutes, but AI did it in seconds, right? Then if you want to create a resume summary for a fresher interested in cybersecurity, right? So you can do that from here. Now imagine you're preparing for placement. So this becomes your assistant. If you're writing a Python script to check if number is prime, even if you don't remember syntax, AI helps you move forward. So this is not the future. This is available to you right now. Okay. So think about it. After this, what will you do differently? All right. So AI is growing whether we adapt it or not. Okay. But the good news is you're already ahead because you took the first step today. Right. So you don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. In the coming years, the biggest difference won't be talent. It will be who knows how to use AI, right? Many of us are concerned with like, will AI take jobs, right? So AI will not take jobs. It will change jobs. People who adapt to AI will replace those who don't, right? So far, we have seen how AI improves efficiency and automates work. But here is something even more exciting. AI is not just about logic. It's also about creativity. What if I told you don't need to be an artist to create stunning visuals like this? Sounds interesting, right? So look at these images, right? These are not made by professional artists. These are generated by AI. And let me explain how powerful this is. So you just type a description and you get a futuristic lion with neon colors, and AI creates this. This is called, we call it as visual storytelling using AI. It means turning your imaginations into visuals instantly. So where is this used? You can use it for Instagram posts, YouTube thumbnails, marketing, creative as well. Even businesses, they can use it for their logos, advertisements, right? So what used to take hours or even days, it now take minutes. All right. So yes, so this is really a good opportunity. We have a lot of tools over here that will help us to do this. All right. So first up, we have Midjourney or DALL-E. It can generate bespoke stock imagery for presentation and marketing materials. So let me show you this in action. All right. So I'm going to create a professional level image in just less than few seconds, right? So there are tools like, as I mentioned, Midjourney, DALL-E, or any AI image generator. So here you can see I can create image. So this tool will convert text to image. All right. I can just write my description here that, okay, I want a futuristic city at night with neon lights, right? Ultra realistic. And I can generate that. All right. So you can see estimated time is like 1 to 10 minutes. Within that, it will generate it. So I'm not drawing here. I am just describing. Okay. So this can be generated instantly. So it could have taken hours manually, and we just did it in few minutes. All right. So these tools that you see here are used to generate images from text. You simply describe what you want and AI creates it for you, right? Then we have Canva Magic Studio. This is more beginner friendly, right? It can give you auto design suggestion. It can remove your background, content creation. So even if you're not a designer, you can create professional content. Then we have Adobe Firefly. This is for more advanced creative workflows, right? It can generate fill, it can it can be used for image editing, for vector expansion. So this is used by professionals for a high quality design work, right? So we have seen AI in automation, but now let's talk about something, we use it for every single day. And that is communication. Think about how many of you struggle with writing emails, messages, or explaining things clearly. So don't worry, you're not alone. So AI is transforming communication in 3 powerful ways. First, drafting and editing. Then translation, and then voice. So AI can now help you write, rewrite, and improve your communication, right? So let's say you wrote this email, send me the report fast, right? Send me the report fast. So this is urgent, right? So here you can improve it using AI. Like, hi, could you please share the report at your earliest convenience? It would really help us move forward with the next step. Send message, but better tone and better impact, right? So you can rewrite any message in a professional and polite tone. Just send me the report fast, right? So AI doesn't just help you write, it helps you communicate effectively. Okay. Now let's say you want to communicate with someone in another country, right? So maybe I want to translate any message into Spanish, right? So I can just write it here. We are excited to collaborate with you. So I can give prompt here that translate this to Spanish, right? But there are tools also available for this. So it doesn't just translate words, it preserves meaning and tone as well, right? So there are tools for that. like DeepL and specialized LLMs go beyond word for word translation. AI can now generate human like voice as well. Okay. So we can use it for narration for videos, audiobooks, training modules. So you don't even need to record your own voice. AI can do it for you. So tools like 11 Labs, it can convert text into voice, right? So you can always test there. So AI gives your content a voice, right? So let's connect this. So for writing, AI improves clarity. For translation, AI expands your reach. And for voice, AI adds expression. So this is communication upgraded. Okay. So people who communicate better always stands out, as we know. Now, AI in data and decision making. Okay. So now we have seen how AI helps in communication, but now we move something even more powerful. That is decision making. Think about how many times have you been confused while making a decision. Too many options, not enough clarity, fear of making the wrong choice, right? This happens to everyone. So AI helps you make decision based on data, not guesswork. As you know, data is the oil of 21st century. Earlier decisions were made based on intuition or limited information. But now with AI, you analyze large amount of data instantly and you make smarter decision, right? Like if you shop online, right, then why do you see recommended for you? Because AI analyzes your behavior and predicts what you might like. Similarly, in banking, if a suspicious transaction happens, AI detects it instantly. So that's decision making in real time. Even now, doctors use AI to analyze your report to make faster and more accurate diagnosis. Companies use AI to decide what to sell, when to sell, and how to price the products. So these are not random decisions. These are like data driven decisions, right? So now, as you can see here, AI helps in decision making. So let's see how all these skills come together in real world careers. Okay, how does it come together? So first of all, we talked about how AI helps in decision making, but let's make this very real. Let's compare the traditional way versus AI assisted way. Okay, so this shows how decisions were made earlier and how AI is transforming them today. So focus on one thing: speed, accuracy, and impact. So market research, earlier you had to read 50 plus reports manually. It took hours, sometimes days. But now with AI, you can have a semantic search and instant summarization. You get insights in minutes, from overload of information to clarity. Similarly, in budget forecast, right? In budget forecast as well, you can see traditionally you need a static spreadsheet, fixed assumptions, but with AI you can have dynamic simulations, you can have multiple scenarios. You don't just predict, you prepare for possibilities. AI helps you reduce risk before it happens. Now in hiring screening, earlier we used to have resume scanning, keyword matching, all manually, but with AI, skill matching and bias detection, it's everything is automated. You don't just hire faster, you hire better as well. So better decision could lead to better people. So everything is now automated. Inventory management. Traditionally, you need to fix reorder levels. You need to predict demand, right? AI tells you what will be needed before it's needed, right? From reacting to predicting, basically. So you notice the pattern. Traditional, everything was manual, but now it's automated. Traditionally, everything was guesswork, but now it's data driven. Traditionally, everything was reactive, but now it's predictive. So this is the real transformation that I'm talking about, right? So AI doesn't just make decision faster, it makes them smarter. In the past, decisions were based on limited information, but now decisions are backed by intelligence, right? So this is very important, right? We have seen how powerful AI is, but now comes the most important question: is AI difficult to use? Right. So, most people think AI is only for programmers. AI is only for data scientists, experts, but that's not true anymore. Today, AI is for everyone. So there's a tool called No Code Platform. These tools allow you to use AI without writing a single line of code. You can automate your workflow. You can connect apps. You can build simple automation using tools like Zapier. You can automate your task, like you want to send emails, you want to update data, you want to trigger action, everything automatically. And you don't need coding, you just need logic. Then we have visual builders. These are like drag and drop tools. So where you can build AI models visually. So there are tools like Teachable Machine, which I've already shown you, right? This tool, right? Teachable Machine. If I can show you here, here it is. So you can train a model here by simply uploading images, by clicking buttons and testing the results that we have already seen in my demo. So there is no coding, just interaction, as you can see, right? So you can learn, learning AI becomes as simple as using the app. Okay. So you can train a computer to recognize your own image, sounds, and poses now. Then we have conversational AI. This is the most powerful and easiest way, conversational AI, basically talking to AI. So tools like ChatGPT, you just ask questions, you get answer, you generate content, and you solve problems. So it's like having a smart assistant which is available 24/7. You don't need to learn AI. You can start by talking to AI. Okay, so this is why AI is accessible to everyone. All right, so can let me know which one feels easiest to you, no code, visual, or chat. So the biggest barrier is not technology, it's mindset. AI is not complicated, it's just unfamiliar, I would say. But once you start, it becomes very, very simple. All right, so now that we have understood, so far we have understood concept, tools, and skills, but now let's see AI in action. Okay, so this is not theory anymore, this is reality. In healthcare, AI helps doctors now to analyze report, to detect diseases early and improve diagnosis accuracy. AI now can detect diseases like cancer from scans, sometimes even earlier than humans. So this means you are saving lives, right? AI is saving lives nowadays. Now in business also, for business and collaboration, in business, AI helps team collaborate, analyze data, make smarter decision. Companies use AI to predict trends for customer behavior prediction. So decisions are no longer guesswork, they are like data driven. Better decisions could give better result. All right. In finance, we can use it for real time fraud detection and personalized wealth management algorithm. Okay. So even in marketing, now we can create hyper personalized content campaign, and we can, as I mentioned, in business, we can predict customer behavior, right? So companies use AI to predict trends and customer behavior, right? So in technology, AI powers automation, smart systems, intelligent assistants, like from chatbots to self-driving cars. AI is becoming part of every system we use. So this is the future already happening. Okay, now AI is not just a tool, it's a transformation, right? So the question is not, will AI change the world? It already is changing the world, right? And the real question becomes, where do you fit into the future, right? So before I move forward, one thing is very important. We have talked about how powerful AI is, but with great power comes great responsibility. So let's talk about something very important, and that is ethical AI. All right, because AI is not just technology, it affects real people. And one of the biggest challenge in AI is algorithm bias. Okay, bias means when AI makes unfair or incorrect decisions because of the data it was trained on. So as I mentioned earlier, AI learns from data. And if the data is biased, the AI becomes biased, right? Think about hiring. In hiring, all right, imagine an AI system screening your resumes. If it was trained on biased hiring data, it might prefer certain profiles unfairly. Think about loan approvals in banking. AI might reject someone unfairly, not because they are unqualified, but because of biased data. Right, in facial recognition as well, some systems have shown less accuracy for certain group of people. So this is a serious issue. So AI is not biased by decision, by design. It becomes biased from data that you provide. So this is important because AI decisions affect lives. They impact fairness and they influence opportunity. So this is not just technical, it's ethical as well. So what can we do? We need to apply some mitigation strategy. So better we use diverse data. We regularly test the system. We ensure transparency, and human oversight is very, very important. AI should assist, not blindly decide. Right. Now tell me, over the chat, do you think AI should always be monitored by humans? Think about it and let me know over the chat. Technology should be powerful but also fair. The goal is not just to build smart AI, it is to build responsible AI. Right. Now, so far we have talked about ethics, but now let's move one step further. Right. Governance. Governance means using AI in a controlled, secure, and responsible way. Because in real world organization, it's not just about using AI, it's about using it safely. So governance really matters, because AI is powerful. But if this is used incorrectly, it can create serious risk like data leak, right? Misuse of sensitive information, compliance issues, security threat, right? Deep fakes and phishing techniques. And this is why, governance is critical. So one important concept here is, shadow AI. Shadow AI means when employee use AI tools without approval, or, they use it outside company policy. Like they copy company data into public AI tools without realizing the risk. So this can lead to serious security issues. So what should organization do? They should use official secure AI platforms that protect your data. So ensure data is not used for training externally. Your data should stay, your data only. Right. So we need clear policies which should define how AI should be used in the organization. You need to educate employees about risk and safe usage. So AI is not just a tool, it's a part of your organization's responsibility. Right. So do you think companies should strictly control AI usage? Think about it from security perspective. Right. So now let's understand how do we bridge the AI skill gap. So now we have seen the power of AI, the responsibility, and how it's shaping the world. But now let's bring this back to you. So how many of you feel, that AI is important, but don't know where to start? Tell me on the chat. How many of you feel that? Right? It's completely normal. This is called the AI skill gap. The gap between what the industry needs and what, most people currently know. So you don't need to learn everything. You start with basics, right? So you start small. You start practicing tools like you use ChatGPT, you try AI tools and daily. So you learn, learning happens by doing, right? Then you can build real skills. You solve real problems. You work on small projects, right? You focus on concepts, right? So, like as I said, you can build real skills by solving real problems. So work on small projects. Even simple projects would build confidence, right? And consistency is very important, right? You just stay consistent because consistency beats intensity. Even 20 minutes daily, it makes a difference. So most people are not behind because, they lack intelligence. They are behind because they don't start. So you don't need to be an expert. You just need to be curious, right? So ask yourself, like, are you ready to start with your AI journey? Be honest. Let me know. The future is not waiting, it's already here, and the opportunity is right in front of you. All right. So you can get a formal certification. You validate your skills with recognized programs like AI Certs. In AI Certs, we do provide a lot of courses from where you can learn, a beginner level course for AI, intermediate level course, and also the advanced level course. So you can start learning on your own. And all right, and you also get a certificate that you can showcase in your social environment. All right, now this is what your 12-month capability roadmap look like. All right, let me show you this clear roadmap. So you don't need to guess, you can follow a path. So this is a simple 12-month journey for you to go from beginner to already AI, to already an AI ready professional, right? So start with the basics. As I mentioned, start with the basics. Understand the key terms. Learn how AI works. Start using ChatGPT daily. You can use AI for writing emails, summaries, notes. So don't aim for perfection. Aim for familiarity of the tools. Then month 3, you start using AI in your real work. So you just pick 2 to 3 tools and integrate into daily tasks, right? For example, you can integrate tools for automating emails, for data analysis, for content creation. So AI should become part of your workflow. Month 6, strategy. So now you move from user to thinker. Now you identify opportunities. You lead small AI projects, right? You apply AI to solve problems. So it will improve a process in your team, using AI. So you don't just use AI, you apply it. And month 12 is where you become expert. Now you become a leader, right? So start gaining certifications, guide others, implement AI solutions. So you become the go-to person for AI. So from learner to leader, right? So you learn, you apply, lead, and then grow. This is how real transformation happens. So let me know in the chat which stage are you currently in. All right, let me know. So yeah, you don't need years, you need direction basically. 1 year from now, you can be in a completely different position, right? So start with one small step and then go ahead. Now, again, now we have seen the roadmap. You know what to learn and how to grow. But the next question is, where do you start? So this is where, you can start AI plus everyone. This is where AI plus everyone comes in. This program is designed for beginners, for professionals, anyone, who wants to understand AI. All right. So you don't need a technical background. It's truly designed for everyone. So with this program, you follow a clear path, just like the roadmap we discussed. So you don't just learn theory, you learn how to actually use it. Okay, so focus on skills that you can apply, like work, projects, daily task. You can have real world application. All right, and you also get a recognized certification that adds value to your career. So in today's world, AI skills are no longer optional, they are becoming essential, right? So now imagine the next 3 to 6 months, you confidently use AI, you automate tasks, and you stand out in your field. And that's a goal, right? So this is where you can, like a structured way to learn AI. All right. So let's see. So basically, we provide you the AI cert portal. All right. And if I go to my portal, I can show you this is my portal we have. So this is like, if I go back just a minute, let me log in again. So this is the AI cert portal that we are having. And you can see all your enrolled courses here, right? So the course that I was talking about is nothing but AI plus everyone, right? Which is very good to start your journey in AI. All right. So you can see we do provide you a lot of modules over here that will help you to learn AI. All right. So you can see what we are covering here. All right. So basically, you will start exploring the history of AI, key definition. You understand the difference between, narrow and general AI here. Then in module 2, we talk about AI technologies. We dive deeper into the core technologies powering AI today, including machine learning, neural networks, right? And then in module 3, you will see how AI is applied in the real world across industries like healthcare, finance, and autonomous system. Then we also talk about project workflow. We focus on how AI projects are built, covering data handling, model training, and deployment. And then we also talk about ethics in society. We highlight the importance of responsible AI, addressing bias, privacy, transparency, and broader social implication. Right. So we also have generative AI concept, right? And then in module 7, you can see you will prepare for an AI driven job market, focusing on skills and lifelong learning strategies. So this provides you practical tools and resources to begin your AI journey with confidence. So this provide a comprehensive pathway from understanding AI to, maybe applying it effectively in the real world. So, and at the end, we also give you a certificate that you can always use it, right? So you can always use it to showcase in your social world, right? So that's all we have in AI plus everyone. You can start with this course. All right. So before I wrap up, let's talk about the takeaways. And I want you to think along with me as well. So we talked about repetitive tasks, right? Maybe it was writing emails, summarizing reports, or organizing data. So instead of trying to automate everything, just start with one task and explore how AI can help you today. And that's how real transformation begins, right? Small, consistent really wins. Then here is a mindset shift. Treat AI like a junior assistant, not an expert, right? It's fast, helpful, but not always right. So whenever you ask AI, ask yourself, did I verify this? Because human judgment is still your biggest advantage. Now, also prioritize ethics. Just because AI can do something, should it because as professionals, we need to make privacy, fairness, and bias awareness part of our daily decision, not an afterthought. So there's a big difference between experimenting with AI and being recognized for it. So if you want to move from a curious user to a capable professional, validation matters, and certification helps you stand out and prove your expertise. So if you take away just one thing from today, let it be smart. Start small, stay responsible, and keep building your credibility in the AI world. That's what I would say. So that's it. Thank you, everyone, from my side. Now we are open to any questions that you can let me know over the chat.
Thank you so much, Priyanka. It was great having those insights from an experienced person like you.
Thank
And
you.
it was truly, a very good session, and we had some very practical takeaways. So I would
Hmm.
request the audience, if you have any doubts, anything regarding the program, or maybe anything which we have covered during our presentation, please feel free to drop them in the Q&A box or the chat box. Meanwhile, I have a question that I would like you to answer. If we want to start using AI immediately in our daily work, what are 2 to 3 tasks you recommend automating first?
All right. So if you want to use AI, so first of all, I would say you can always start integrating AI tool for automation, like you can automate your emails, right? So you can automate your data analysis that you want to do, right? That will be really helpful nowadays, right? So if you want some, like a lot of people think I need to learn everything about AI before I start using it, right? So that's not actually true. The best way to learn is you can start using it today. You don't need coding knowledge, you don't need a technical background, you just need the right tool. So use GPT for writing emails, for generating ideas, for learning concepts, right? You can use Canva AI kind of tools for your presentation, because nowadays presentation really matters, right? So for your social media post, for AI generated design. So even if you are not a designer, you can create stunning visuals now, right? You can use it for note summarization, for task management, for content writing. So that's really will be useful.
Great. Thank you, Priyanka. The next question that we have is, many tools like ChatGPT give different outputs. How do we ensure accuracy and reliability in real work scenarios?
Yes, so that's where I told you human judgment is, very important, right? So don't just trust the output blindly. You need human judgment as well, right? So that's what I emphasize in my presentation today: using AI responsibly and effectively, right? So AI is powerful, but it's not always 100%. It might give you some outdated information. It sounds confident, but be incorrect, right? It might miss real world context. So the real skill is not using AI; it's verifying and refining your AI output. So if you're using ChatGPT or any tool, you just verify facts from Google or any official sources. You check recent updates, right? So think of AI as a first draft, but not a final answer. The quality of your result totally depends on what you ask, right? So prompt engineering is also very important, right?
Absolutely, Priyanka. I think those were the questions for the session today. Thank you so much once again for sharing those incredible insights with us. And I would like to thank Mtechnix for partnering with us in making this session possible today. I hope this session gave you some very good practical knowledge that you can actually imply in your real world. Also, the session is being recorded, and you will be receiving your participation certificates and the recording of the session shortly after this webinar gets over. And if in case you have any doubts, any questions regarding the programs or certifications, even if you are interested in some role specific certifications, please do reach out to us or Mtechnix. We have some wonderful courses for you guys, for everyone. And it would be great to get in touch with you one on one. So, have a great day ahead, and thank you once again, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone.